So good morning, everyone. Whoever is here with us, thank you for joining us. We are going to have a conversation across the entire exhibition this morning. So I'm Lina Vincent. I'm an art historian and curator, and I'm very, very happy to be part of this exhibition, Present Paradox, put together by Sayam Bharath. And I think that what I would like to begin with is to ask you this question about how you are constantly looking at this conflict and balance between the urban and rural, and also the past and present, because you keep talking about your roots.
Yes, yes.
So, can we begin with a
Yeah.
little discussion about
Okay.
how you think about it that way?
So this show is particularly I started long 4.5 years back. So mostly I used to do large size canvases paintings when I'm traveling to rural areas. So I started picking some wood and lot of material, found objects. So last 3 years I picked a lot of material. So after that I started trying to do my two-dimensional into three-dimensional, like converting into sculptural forms using wood and brass, different mediums. So the concept basically I work on the animals series from long time, and also mostly I've done 5 4 years back like the rural and urban, like the changes rural into urbanization. So now a lot of things changes in my work, like I've traveled a lot, and also uh, mostly you can see the work, like in our present lifestyle actually we are a lot of pressures,
Yeah.
lot of many things are there. We are seeing lots of things in everyday lifestyle, so these are all it's get disturbed sometimes. We're seeing in the phone, like wars, everything's happening. So I'm these things, I'm trying to get into my work, like human and animal relationship, like I'm trying to show here. This work is particularly, like sometimes I feel like just tired, it's going from these places to just go to some very kind places. So lots of pressures, like like migrating people here to there and coming from there to here. So these are all things I'm trying to convey in my work, like the past and present, like
Yeah, so if you see, there is so much of movement in this,
yeah,
and as you explained, Bharat, there are a lot of objects
yeah,
also that continually appear in the space,
yes,
and here this sort of this machinery is being
yeah,
pushed out of the
yeah,
frame by
yes,
this
yes,
bull. So it is all symbolic
yes,
of the
yes.
way you think.
Actually, we can see the how Hyderabad landscape is drastically, it's
Yeah.
the fastest growing city right now. And also, like basically, I belong to the Yadav community. My father and mother, and we have cattle and all these things.
Yes.
So my roots, like whenever I go to village, this kind of very kind feeling, and also
Mm.
I'll go back to my memories. So then I present the city, like lots of like we are like uh, in the like a crowded city, metro lifestyle, and
Yeah.
lots of things around us. So
Fast.
yeah, fastest. So sometimes like I feel like just I want to go from here to go that place, like
Mm.
to experience it, like a lot of development changes. These all things were happening. So like you can see the universally how it's lots of things where you see the phone war and everything's it's a lot
Yeah.
of affected that disturbed sometimes. So I try to convey in my work like these things, like sometimes I feel like a bull myself.
Yes.
So so I just like part of nature. So I carry all the burden. Just I want to move from here
Move.
to a
Yeah.
safer place. So
But that's
this,
the thing. I think is there that escape, that question is always there. But let's come to this really central work
yeah,
of, of this entire body of work, a work called The Rise. And this is something that really, really pushes everyone to feel some kind of emotion,
yeah,
whether you look at it from a distance or whether you come close and
yeah,
start understanding all these little details, all the objects. it's like an explosion, but it's also like an aerial view
Yes.
of a massive city or something like that. And I think that each person who looks at it may take away something
Yeah.
else, a different interpretation.
Yes. Yes.
But can you talk about the process that you
Actually,
used?
this work, Lina, this is the last work, actually.
The last.
So most of the works, these are like 2 years back, 3 years. Like this is the technique of the process. Like 2 years back works. Then
Okay.
last, this is the work which I totally experimented on this canvas. Like I want to break the forms and want to break my line. I want to create
Yes.
something like energetic. So I played with the mostly in this work, like mediums, like charcoal, acrylic, oil, and also I pasted paper. Like I want to create, like mysteryness in the work. Like
Right.
it's the boom, the force, and the energy.
It's
So basically, like there are the bull's heads and overall compositions. The drawing I breaks. It's like something happening there.
yeah.
We can see our universal, yeah,
You all can step close
yeah.
and have a look at the detailing if you
And this
wish.
this particular, it's very, I touch actually. It's to me the war between the children's this starving with food and all these things in
Yeah.
Gaza. So heavy.
Right.
So these are all things, totally. I was disturbed seeing news and all these things. So it's the
And
same time.
how long did it take you to do a work like this?
This work almost I like 7 to 8 months. It's a process of doing layers, transparent effects, and again, it's you can see the layers, the base work, and slowly, I applied, colors, and then drawing, then again the color. It's like playing with form, color, textures, and
Yes.
even mostly, in my work, I love to play first the background, then drawing, then color. Then I'll play with color with forms, Some areas I'll play with the colors. I create form in the color, like
Yes. Yes. And these lines, these radiating lines are also something
yeah,
that appear
yeah.
in the works in different ways.
The same time, I want to create rise. Like it's a new beginning, like new
Yeah,
day. Yeah,
something is
yeah,
destroyed and
yeah.
something new
It's
comes
new.
out of
Yeah.
it.
So that's what I use the very colors like pop, like when we see the
Bright.
work, they should feel like very kind environmentally. I'm trying to show this work, and also I use a lot of rice paper, natural pigments,
Yes. Yes.
charcoal drawing also there.
Yes. So as we speak, let's move into the next gallery, and then you can tell us about your works there. So these structures are largely inspired by architectural,
Yeah. Yes.
um, like they are like armature for the architecture,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you also continually break the perspective. It
Yeah.
is not dependent on a very realistic perspective.
Yeah.
It can be in any direction,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Actually, this work I inspired my family. Actually, my family background, they have a lot of lands, agriculture lands. So now they are selling it. They have got a lot of money. So now
Yeah,
they are into real estate. So now,
yeah,
so what happened? These all are like my memories. My mother, my sisters.
yes.
These are all the
How it
elements which I
was.
kept over here. They are trying to come to city now. They want to enjoy this lifestyle. So now here
Yeah.
people are going to back there, like kind of lots
That's
of
the
treasures.
paradox.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
paradox.
And the migrating people Hyderabad, and
Yeah,
lot of things were happening, like big architectural forms.
yeah. And migration, I think, is something that becomes
Yeah,
prominent in some of these
yeah,
works, right? So we have this whole discussion of migration. Of
yeah,
course, the
yeah.
city, the
City,
crowded
yeah.
city,
Transformations.
a transformation of the city,
Yeah,
and then and you have people carrying all their things and
yeah,
moving,
yes,
and all the time the grass is greener on the other side, just like you said. Now I
yeah,
mean, they want to come to the city
yeah.
and we want to
Go.
go to this piece,
Yeah.
which is the rural area. But there too, there are changes.
Yes, yes.
Everywhere there are
Yeah.
changes. So, can you talk a little bit about how you have sort of used these various elements
Yeah.
from your own past and from your own roots?
Basically, I travel a lot in the rural areas. Like, I pick whatever I like, some material, wood, objects, found objects. So actually, this particular work, like you can see the how, rural areas is transforming, the
Yes.
digitalizing, people are using phones, everything,
Yeah.
simple way. So I like those things, people in villages, a lot of changes were happening. So this we can see there, the hairstyles,
Yeah.
the colors, the hair, lots of things were
They're
happening. So yeah,
fashionable.
fashionable, and also, uh,
And these, you said, are actual pieces
bullock cart.
of
Yeah,
the bullock
yeah,
cart wheels.
yeah. This here I try to show that, like, the city, the people are migrating.
Yeah. It's also, I think, it reminds us of a very material,
Yeah.
it reminds us of a very material world. When you look at that QR code
Yes. Yes.
and, this idea of consumption
Yeah.
and the plastic bag
Yes.
full of
Yes.
material. Um, and somehow they are symbolic of everyone.
Yes.
In a sense, they are not portraits, but they represent everyone, probably in a universal sense. These are the changes that we are facing. Can you talk a little bit about the pigments that you use?
Okay. Yeah. These works almost I work almost 9 to 10 months, Lina. Nine to
9 to 10
ten months
months.
because these pigments are very very transparent pigments. I have to use in the acrylics, so it should be done layer by layer. So the color, it's when we do thick pigment, it gets cracks. So we need to
Right,
very careful about when we're adding pigments. We have to
right.
only one drop of gum. We have to mix it in the color, and slowly we have to apply.
But
So
it's water based.
water-based acrylic. So I had done a lot of layers. You can see here, like the work. Many layers are there, transparent, applying one by one, taking the inner surfaces.
Yeah, we really feel the
Yeah,
depth. And also because it's matte
yeah,
and it's not shiny,
yes,
it really allows the
yeah.
color to come forward very beautifully.
This is a pink, these colors. I was
Yeah.
just
And the carton
yeah,
boxes and the.
yes,
And you said that you made a trip to Japan as well,
yeah,
and that inspired you a
yeah.
lot in terms of
You can see that
the,
trees over
the, the
there,
cherry
cherry,
trees.
cherry trees, and all this. With these colors, I brought it from Japan, the powder colors.
Hmm. Yes.
Everyday lifestyle, like people how they enjoy the lifestyles, the transformations, like trying to show in this work.
Hmm. So the bull that has been part of your visual language
Yeah.
for a long time
Yes.
still remains, but it's sort of transforming
Yes.
in different ways,
Yeah.
right?
And also
And
I'm trying to say the relationship between human and animal, like,
yes, yes. So I think that we can go across now to the next gallery. So here again, you see the multiplicity of the bull form.
Yeah.
But one of the other elements about this work is the line
Drawing.
and the drawing, the line, which is seen very visibly in this work.
Yeah.
So, how in your process, how do you balance this whole idea of the drawing, which is also very
Okay.
strong in your work, as well as all the layering that you use?
Yeah.
What is your process like?
See, basically, Lina, I work very spontaneous. Something in my mind is there, but when I directly, playing with drawing, like playing with colors, textures, forms, slowly, what I'll do, I'll try to take some drawing, some textures, some forms. So
Right.
here, there's a lot of drawing is dominating here.
Yes. Yes.
So same time you can see the black charcoal. So I played with the the black and the drawing. The same time the form. So mostly in my works you can see the compositions. The very strong compositions and very tight compositions. And also each and every work what I want, so I try to get those things, like I feel.
Until you get
Yeah,
what you want.
for each and every work I feel I want this, I want like this. So till I work when I get, then it's like how my process had worked. This work I inspired from the movie Kantara, like how the movie is based on the power, the politics,
Yeah.
how they power dominates the cultures. So I inspired from that movie, So I just try to done this.
Yeah, so the inspiration came
Yeah,
from there, but I think it relates in a larger sense to what you're talking about with
yeah,
the man and environment
yes, yeah,
relationship, man animal relationship. And this particular piece is really quite iconic
okay,
because when
yeah,
you think about it,
yeah,
cow dung is such a temporary
yes,
material, but yet you have transformed it into something that is
yeah,
a bronze sculpture,
yeah,
and that in itself is a paradox for me.
yes, yes.
But can you speak a little bit about this work?
Actually, whenever I see where I visit the rural places, Lolina, when I see, we call it Telugu in Pidakalu,
Huh.
gobar, cow dung cakes. So I just remember my mother, like, she used to do all these things.
Right.
So she had a very relationship with these forms and all these things, objects. So still my sister is doing these things every day in lifestyle. So
Right.
I took some pieces, I just converted into brass. So now we won't get directly anywhere. Only you'll get it in the Amazon. So I made it a lot of pieces,
Yeah.
to create the one.
And you said these are your sister's
Handprints. Yeah, yeah,
handprints. Yeah, so it's sort of your art process becomes a deep connection
yeah.
between past and present in that
Yes.
sense. And these are very mundane objects. This is
Monday.
very everyday, just like you were
Yeah, yeah,
talking
yes.
about, right? But it's transformed into something that is contemporary art, which is, deeply inspiring.
Yeah.
And these you said are earlier works,
Yeah,
right?
almost it's 2.5 years something like back.
Right. And here there is a deep sense of some kind of disturbance.
Yeah, it's lot of exactly.
You feel
Yeah,
that heaviness, or you feel that fear,
yeah.
and it's so prominent in the work itself. Can you just speak a little more about the essence of these two works here?
Elin, actually, last 6 7 months, like I've seen some news in the news. I was little disturbed about these things, rape, murders, killings.
Yeah.
So that was little disturbed actually that time. So every day it's coming a lot of things, So totally I was disturbed that time. So I did that work on this series, like uh, they need protection, like they have give the swords in their hands. So
Yeah.
that mask, it's डर डर डरते हैं ना,
हाँ हाँ.
भयम,
Yes,
the
yes.
twisters. It's I created something's happening over there, like uh,
Yeah,
the clouds and all these things.
right. I think that it's very real at this moment in
Yeah,
time when we open the newspapers
yeah,
or when we're
yeah,
reading about wars which are happening all over the
yeah,
world, then there is this sense. But I think it's so wonderful that those weapons,
yeah.
somehow that idea of being able to protect oneself or
Yes, yes,
safeguard
yeah,
is, and yet there is some kind of great power also
yeah,
in these figures itself because of the way they are dominating the entire
yeah.
composition.
Yes, yes,
And so I think constantly there is a deep relationship between the concepts that you think of and the forms that you
yeah,
create ultimately on the entire image, and all this sort of detailing which
yeah,
one can enjoy
yeah, yeah.
if it's
The charcoal
this
itself.
layering,
Yeah,
yeah, the paint, the charcoal,
yeah.
that
So
kind of energy that is
it's,
developed.
it's a lots of layers. That's what I told you. Like I play with first the background surfaces, textures, colors. Then I'll take out the drawing. Then again I'll put the color. Then again I'll take the drawing. So it's how I want. I'll play with the forms, colors, textures, and all these things.
Right.
Yeah. These
But
are the
is, sorry,
sure.
continue.
Italy.
Is there ever a time when you cannot say this work is complete?
No,
Like
it's completed.
you always get that feeling
Yeah.
that it is complete.
Sometimes I'll do works. Sometimes I thought it will finish. Then
Yeah,
after some time I'll remove. No, I feel again it's something is
something.
asking. So I'll try to sit with again the canvas. So it's how my process. So it's take time for once I finish the work.
Right. So actually speaking, not many artists will plan
Yeah.
such an expanse of work, right? I mean, we all know when we
Yes.
work, everyone is working within a moderate kind of size.
Yes.
How come you took this step to move into this kind of scale?
I love actually to do larger ones. So I want, it's my passion to work like bigger sizes to explore my ideas, energy, and all these things. It's a bigger space. So each corner, each space, like it's like war for me doing larger sizes. Yeah, sitting with the front of canvas. So I love to doing larger works. Like it's very challenging and I don't think what happened next. Just I express my things. I want to explore my ideas. So that's what I still love doing large size canvases.
Right. But recently it has also moved into these sculptural
Yes, yes, yes,
installations,
yes.
right? This work is also with found objects,
Yeah,
found
I want to
material.
relax. Like
Yeah,
the
the
landscape
figure.
kind of going to rural places. अरे यार चल जाएंगे something. Sometimes I feel like that. So I try to uh, put in the three-dimensional way. This would also I collected from my rural places. Some of my clients.
So they are like
The landscape, the thing.
doors
Yeah,
and
pieces.
that kind of pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah, and here also the pigment is
yeah,
very
yeah.
interesting.
These pigments, Lulina, it's a powder colors. जो मुग्गू डालते हैं ना बाहर रंगोली kind of things. So in that I use some pigments, liquid. Then I'll apply. Then I'll again the paper it. So I want like rustic feeling, very
Yeah,
textures and all these things. So in this particularly this all sculptures, no, I enjoyed like mean material wise. So I try to
material.
transfer my 2D into 3D. So I enjoyed like whatever material I have I collected and all these things.
So here we are talking about really very large scale, but you also have a whole series of work which is really small, like
Yes.
miniature, which we
Yeah.
will also see in the
Yeah.
next
Yes.
gallery.
Yes. Yes.
And so that, of course, is quite a transformation.
Yes.
Do you work on these things continuously? That is,
Continuously. Yeah. Sometimes when I do large works, no, sometimes I need a break.
you need a break from
Break,
the
yeah,
large
large
work.
canvases. So I will sit and do drawings. I'll play with color, textures, forms, charcoal drawing, mediums like watercolors. I love papers also
Right,
sometimes.
right.
So I'll search all the time new kind of papers. It creates like tempting to do more new works.
Something.
So I collected from some new nice Vasily paper from Japan.
Okay.
So these all series have done a lot of works like different papers.
Yeah, so it gives you, this is like your sketchbook
Yeah.
almost. It
Yes.
gives you a kind of space in between. I think these particular works here have a deep layering. So
Yes.
if everyone can sort of step closer to the work, I
Yeah.
think you can see the kind of detail that has gone into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like an excavation,
Yeah.
like an archaeological excavation. You're
Yes.
digging something out,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
it's covering up again, and then you're digging
Yeah.
something out.
Yes.
And even for the viewer, as you observe it, you begin to see the forms,
Yeah.
the tools, the
Yeah.
pot, the other elements. So, do you take any direct references, Bharat,
No,
when you're
actually,
making
yeah.
these
Though
forms?
these all objects, no, Lina, mostly I have in my studio.
Okay,
So I'm collecting from long time. So when I'll put it in front of me, I do the drawing.
right,
Sometimes I do imagination, but mostly the objects which I did in all the works, I collected from the long time. So those objects I'm trying to put in the canvas, like.
right. Here also, again, that
Yeah.
direct relationship with the rural landscape and the
Yes.
farm
Yeah.
and the farming, and then you have on the other side so many different things happening.
Yes.
Something, as you said earlier, something is breaking,
Yeah.
something else is
Yes.
forming. This is also quite an intense
Yeah.
work.
And this like I turn like this I did oil also in that to break the complete form. It
Right.
should be like striking. It's oil is a thick pigment, right? So
Yes.
I thought I want to break the the lines, the forms, and everything. So I want to distract the figure. So that was I did the thick pigment in between the forms and colors. So playing with charcoal drawing, to create some mystery in the drawing.
Yes. Yes. There is always deep mystery, and then you have these other elements also. One when one goes closer,
Yeah,
you have these different elements of printed papers
yeah,
and other things also becoming part of
yes,
the story.
yes. So these printed papers, one of the I went to Thailand workshop. One artist is doing etchings and all these things. These papers he was rubbing and throwing in the dustbin.
Right.
So I saw I liked the paper, so I took it from
And
there.
it
Then I
becomes
did it
part.
in my work. Like
Yeah,
that's also rice
it's
paper actually. So it goes well with my work.
so it
Yeah.
works in the greater sense. Here, of course, I mean, this is like
Yes.
these sketches are part of my favorite also,
Okay. Okay.
because they bring together, somehow they bring together all your different thoughts which are
Yes.
coming
Yes. Yes.
from the various, all the works that you have been doing, the figuration,
Yeah.
the elements of symbolism and abstraction, the
Yeah.
play with color, the play with paper, somehow everything comes together. And I think you have a large number of
Yeah.
works, right?
Yes. Yes.
We have shown only a few
Few. Yes. Yes.
in this show, but
Yeah.
I invite everyone to please go close, have a look at the work.
This one is a Vasily paper.
Yeah,
It's
the
very
was
very thin paper. We have to put little water. It just touch it spreads. It spread. So we should very fast drawing like.
and it has a thin gold
Yeah. There's a border.
sheen.
Yeah. You can see the spreadness over here. Like it's spread fast. The color. So we
So you
have
have
to
to work
control our
very
drawing. Yeah,
very
far
quickly
quickly
also.
and thick pigment kind of drawing. And also
Right.
these landscape, like cow dung cakes, the landscape. And every day, whatever I see, whatever I feel, it comes automatically in my sketches. Every day, like human experiences, what we see.
Yes,
So
yes,
these are all I try to put in my drawing sketches. Like,
yes. And there is also intense movement.
yeah,
Very much like when you come to this series of works here.
Yeah.
Uh, when you look, you can see there are figures, there are moving figures, there are standing figures. And also, I think the color creates an
Yeah.
enormous amount of play
Yeah.
with these works.
Yes.
These works sort of stand apart
Yes.
from the entire series because they're
Yes.
circular in form.
Yeah, this particular works are even, like, the large works which I do in the same time I was doing these works. So I want to just break the form. I want to come
Break the
out from that.
form. Yeah.
I just played with the color, forms, textures.
Yeah. Absolutely, yes. So,
Yeah.
you can see that architectural form, but yet it becomes something else.
Yes. Yeah.
So, here, very beautifully, we have a kind of a repetition of the form,
Yes.
which of course is visible in many of your works. There are
Yeah.
certain forms that sort of come again and again. Can you talk about the symbolism of this work?
This is I'm trying to show here is landscape, like, how the city, like, very fast, drastically happening, like constructions, architecture, forms, and all this.
Yeah,
So these wood pieces, like, it's a bullock cart wood pieces.
right.
Yeah, this so I carved into the, landscape, like lines, straight lines, and using brass material. So I want to know rural urban landscape, like, how the urban is dominating the rural spaces.
Right.
So these forms I collected almost, like, collecting. I'm giving new form to them. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had another narrative.
Yeah.
They
This
have
also,
another
yeah.
meaning.
Here also I carved here, and like here it's draw some drawing.
Yeah. So that is the present paradox. We come.
Yeah.
I think that what your entire exhibition does is that it really provides a lot of food for thought, not only in terms of the narratives but also in terms of the forms
Yeah.
and the colors and the layers that you have developed. So I think people have to just return over and over again to engage with all the works. And I think there's a thanks to be. Does anyone have any questions? Harsha, you have been having conversations with him for some time. So do you have a hard question to ask? But please do go ahead and ask any questions, or if you have any comments which will always help an artist, please do go ahead. But I want to thank everyone for walking along with us and with the artist. Um, it's such a pleasure to be
Thank you,
part
Lina.
of your work, Bharat.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.